Hey y'all, come on in. Let's see what's happening in today's video, other than me running my mouth. Good, sort of still morning, YouTube. Emerald Gypsy Heart here, and the Hubs.
Hello.
So, we're going to take you out and about and show you what we're going to do today. So, if you're interested in watching our day, just stay tuned. Gonna get some lunch. I've been in a General Tso's mood. You'd swear we were having a heat wave, how beautiful it is. It's 41 degrees. We usually eat, I love General Tso's, and it's cheaper to go right here to the grocery store and get it. It's usually pretty good, except for last night's. It was a little crunchy, but that's okay. I have to tell you what happened to my dog. Now, you guys all know I have 6 dogs. My female Chihuahua was sitting next to me while and I'd handed the cart with the pepper seeds back to someone. And when she thought she was going to be smart and try to give the dog a bite, well, the carton fell out of her hand, and like I said, all it had in it was the pepper seeds from the General Tso's. The dog grabbed one of those. Needless to say, the poor little dog coughed and coughed and coughed. We gave her literally almost an entire glass of milk, and we thought that she had eaten the whole thing. So basically what she must have done was put it in her mouth and got hot and spit it out. But still, Chris gave her what for not listening, because I said, here, put this in the garbage. I didn't say, here, be a vacuum cleaner and clean out the scraps. No. Christy was homeless for quite some time. So she tends to, if I say, here, put this in the garbage, she will scrounge in there and eat whatever scraps are left. And, you know, we don't have to do that. She does not have to do that. We have food. But she, sorry, I just pulled up on both sides. So, you know, so she doesn't have to do that. Chris brought her back an entire thing of chicken chow mein, and she scarfed that down in less than 10 minutes. And I'm like, what, are you afraid that somebody's going to take it away from you? I mean, really? So, Chris, he yelled at her really, you know, about being careless and not paying attention and not listening. You know, there was a reason that I said, here, put this in the garbage. You know, there was nothing left for her to scrounge in there. So when she came to step on the steps to give a teeny tiny piece of whatever to Clementine, she dumped the seeds. Like I said, Clementine grabbed one and hauled ass with it. So, yeah. Christy is on the verge of not having a home. Chris threw her out last week because of her being lazy and not listening. So, it's been really too cold for her to go anywhere, except to sleep in her truck, and it's too cold at night because it was in the 20s last night. So, she'll be with us until we get back, and then we're going to reassess the situation. But anyway, so I'm just waiting on Chris. I had to go to the bathroom. No, TMI, I'm sorry. And I will never buy New Balance tennis shoes again. I bought some New Balance at the beginning of summer last year. No, I got them this past winter or fall. Anyway, I got them last year. They have this weird thing, like when where your foot, your heel goes, and then your arch. They have this weird, like, I call it a shelf, kind of, because it's got a raised up in the back and then dips down and then goes into the rest of the foot. And it is very uncomfortable. So I got insoles. Well, they only help for so long because standing on my feet doesn't help at all. I have a hard time just walking around. And I don't know if the Trulicity is making me swell. I mean, you know, I could barely put my shoes on today. My feet are so swollen. And I don't know why. So I'm going to leave a message for the doctor and to see what they say. Because this just started probably a couple of weeks ago. I've been on Trulicity a little over a month now. I have no idea how much weight I've lost. But I did notice laying down that, you know, my stomach wasn't like this anymore. It was getting flatter, for lack of a better term. And my panties are kind of too big now. I will never be the same size I was in high school. In high school, from junior high school to high school, I played baseball, I ran track, I played basketball for a season, I played volleyball. So I used to be, you know, I was 110 pounds, but I was, you know, I'm also, what, am I 5'2"? On a good day? I could put on my ex-husband's pants. He wore a 27 in students in Levi's, and I could put on his pants, and he was a twig too. I could put his pants on and put my arms down each side. I was still so small. That kind of went away after I got married and got pregnant the first time. I ended up losing that child. But and then I got depression and all kind of other things going on. Sorry if it doesn't look like I'm looking at you guys. I'm having problems with this eye again, which is my good eye. So I tend to turn my head to look out of my left eye as best I can. I'm going to do a video on Project Disabilities explaining how I see things and etc. I'm also working on another project. We'll see how that goes. I'll do a better update and video. Have Hubz I'll bring in the tripod somewhere and set it up and talk about what's going on and what's the next steps in my life. So I'm just waiting on him. I think he had to go to the bathroom too. So on to the next destination. Lunch, check. Post office, on the way. And we just passed the local Liberty. They don't dance, they just kind of sit there. Right. So Chris used to work for me when I worked at Liberty. I used to work for Liberty Tax Services here in Lewis County, which means that I was able to employ Chris and my son. And they both were, we called, animated advertisers. And Chris would plug in his music and he'd dance up and down the street, etc. They don't do that now. The guy that owns I apologize for the bumpiness. The guy that owns it now, we call him Chuck the stupid fuck. Male chauvinist asshole pig. So we just passed the local office and they're just kind of standing there. The look of apathy on their face is just, really, you're doing a job. It's supposed to be fun. Act like it. It's not freezing. It is, bless you. It's not freezing. It's beautiful out. Get out there and move your butt. So, but that's just me. That was my thing.
Keep you warm.
Yeah, and it keeps you warm. Especially like the office here is in the shadows because the way the building is set up. So anyway, next, like I said, post office. Next, after the post office is the gym. And no, we're not actually going to go to work out. We still don't have a hot water heater in our camper. I don't think we will put a hot water heater in our camper. Yeah, we're looking to try to find another one. I noticed last night that where the roof leaks over the bed, it's saturated and it's starting to drop the ceiling panel down. I paid $800 for it. I can't complain about it. So, but yeah, we don't have a hot water heater. We have a tub, but no hot water heater. So typically I will bathe in the kitchen sink, and then go to my cousin's or my kids' place to wash my hair, etc. I was an avid camper with my parents and then a few times with my ex-husband. And I understand the concept of you stink, take a bath. In our first trailer when I was a kid, we didn't have running water in it. We still had the camp toilet, etc. We had moved from using our big huge tent to buying a travel trailer. Then at one point we had 2 travel trailers, and then they bought the motorhome, and we only used the motorhome. We used the motorhome mostly during Mardi Gras because we could park it on the road. But anyway, so I learned how to, bathe in a basin, basically. I could wash my hair in the sink, but again, not worth it. Just go to the gym or what have you. And that's fine. I know I'm clean. I just, once in a while I need a shower. So, on to the next clip. Post office, I think. Gas, then the gym. I switched banks beginning of the month because the account that we have at the old bank was supposed to be where you couldn't overdraw it, and I made the payment for my cell phones on February 1st, and it posted. Okay, on the 1st, it shows that it posted. Well, on the 4th, it said it didn't post. So I called AT&T, who I have my cell phone through, and they were like, "Yeah, we received your payment." All right. So why am I $295 in a hole? So I called Key Bank. Oh, well, it did come out till the 4th. Well, that's wrong because it says on the statement that it came out on the 1st. So we switched banks. And I had opened my account online, went in the following Monday to change the address, and they had already mailed out the card. So I had to cancel that card because we don't get mail at the campground. And I finally just got my card in today. I guess it's a good thing it came in today.
Yeah.
So, onward. Done at Walmart. I have to wait for Chris. I can only walk so long before my feet hurt. And that sucks because that means I can't get all my steps in. But anyway, here comes the Hubs. It's 3:22. We've gotten everything done except the gym. So, we'll see how that goes. Because the later in the day it gets, the harder it is for him to be motivated to go take a shower. Because the neuropathy in his legs is worsening. He also learned yesterday that he's got something called osteoporosis, which means that he has brittle bones. This could be caused by several things. I'm thinking low testosterone. There are other reasons why I think that. This is not the man I married. This is a shell of the man I married. I love him all the way around. I don't care, as long as he's healthy and happy and all that, I don't care. But I want his mind to, I want him to know that, thick or thin, he's been with me, thick or thin, I'm going to be with him. When he read the report from his bone density scan, he was in tears because he is so afraid that he's going to get cancer. It runs in their family. Anyway, next, he came back from what he was doing. Now we're getting gas. He's terrified that he's going to get cancer. His uncle Philip had cancer. He died of lung cancer. His mom had cancer in her, it's called the duodenum. It's where your intestine splits off from there's a Y intersection in your intestines, and her cancer was in the space right in. Oh my God. My phone never rings. Never. It's rang 4 times today. Ugh. Anyway. And then we learned that cancer runs in my biological family's side on both. So, that's a big fear he's got. But, you know, we'll be married 20 years this June. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon, and neither is he. But I understand his fear. On to Dollar Tree, because I need to get something to make my scrub in. So, that I can take with me to the gym. So, onward! And I'll do a kind of a DIY on how I'm doing it. It'll be cut as a second video. I know this video is just me chit-chatting, but thanks for watching anyway. Y'all know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell so you know. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.